Good morning and welcome to the birdhouse. How y'all doing? I'm blessed. I won't complain. Monday morning, the beginning of the work week, so I pray that everything is exactly as you would have it be, whatever that means for you. Another day in paradise. Yeah, I don't know if it was my last video. I think it was my last video. Well, I was talking about the struggle that it has become to go into work every day. And then I think maybe 3 videos before that, I was raving about how this is the first job I've had that majority of the time I really love going to work. And then with 3 videos later, less than a week or so, that was no more. How quickly things can change. You just never know. You just never know. And it's not even anything anyone has done. It's just, you know how you walk into a place and if you have even the tiniest bit of discernment or perception, that you immediately get a this ain't it. That's how I have begun to feel. And it's crazy because right after that video, I started to hear and see some things about some people that in all the time that I've been there, it was a side of them I had never seen or experienced. So it was crazy that when my spirit started to tell me this might not be what you thought it was or what you've been thinking it is, then I began to learn that some people were not who I thought they were. And it won't let up, y'all. It won't let up. You ever got a bad feeling about somewhere or something or some person and you just couldn't shake it? That's where I am. I have this feeling of, I won't say it's a feeling of dread, but it's in the family of dread. It's just like when you walk in a building, it settles on you and you just kind of like I have a coworker that when she walks in, she steps in, the door closes, and she just kind of flattens back against the door, and her whole face is, do I have to? And that's kind of where I stand. I don't flatten against the door, but it's I know I have to for now. Until God changes the situation, I have to for now. And so that's kind of where I am. It's not ideal. It's not what anybody would choose as their work situation. It's not, the feeling that I get when I walk into work is not a feeling I want to have about a place that I have chosen to spend my time. That's the best way that I can explain it. You would not choose to spend your time in a place that made you feel like walking into work makes me feel. changes taking place. So I don't know. He has not revealed that to me yet. A lot of the time God don't give you the whole picture. He give you what you need to see right now to do what he needs you to do right now. So I don't know what it is. That's why I'm being patient. I'm trying to listen and be obedient in the moment. Whatever he tells me to do now, I do it now. So, and I don't try to move ahead. I can't tell you how many times I have gotten myself into a sticky situation, sidestepping God. Like, the prayer is, Father, please go before me. Holy Spirit, please go before me. But that does no good if he goes before you and then you walk around him. What was the point? What was the point? So I'm learning not to sidestep God and to try to anticipate what the next move is gonna be. I'm half in the frame because this, I don't know if I need a new stand or what we got going on, but it's doing its own thing, baby, and I'm just, you see, But anyway, I am learning to be obedient in the moment, do what he tells me now for now, and trust him to give me my next instruction when it is time for my next, assignment, my next task. So I don't know if the change that he has coming for me is a change of physical location or it's the changes that are taking place within the company. But I know there is a change because he has spoken to me that there is a change. And so I'm just trying to sit in my faith that whatever is for me and his promise, not just my faith in his promise that whatever is for me will find me. But baby, it's a struggle. It's just a mental struggle. I would much rather be physically drained at the end of my workday than mentally drained. And this is one of those situations where I am mentally drained at the end of my day, and I don't like it. I've had jobs that are mentally taxing, and that I can deal with, but to be mentally drained at the end of the day to the point where some days I have nothing else to give to the people I love I'm not okay with that. So anywho, I spent the last 8 minutes ranting and raving about my job, and that ain't nothing positive, so I should probably close my mouth and let the Holy Spirit move through me, take some of this heaviness off of me and put me in a place of peace and positivity, because that is where your power sits. Your power sits in peace. You cannot at all walk in the fullness of your authority if you are not at peace, and you can't find contentment in where you are, because it throws you off your game. And authority and power require self-assuredness, and you are not 100% self-assured if you are not at peace. So don't let anything throw you off. Don't let anything rock your boat today. Find your peace, be content, and then sit in that. Don't let it be taken away from you by anything or anyone, because it didn't come from them to begin with. It is 100% from your Father in heaven. If you don't know that, learn it. If you don't know him, get to know him. Get to know him, baby. Jesus is the best part of my day. You better get you some. But anyway, it's Monday. It's the beginning of the work week for most of us. Beginning of the school week for the babies that have gone back. I pray that this day brings you all the desires of your heart. I pray that He gives you every single thing that you need. I pray that the Lord exceeds your expectations on today, and He fills you with all the joy that your heart can hold. Y'all be blessed. Love yourselves, and don't forget to love somebody else. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.